What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another trade recap for this Friday. It is March 6th, 2026, and what I wanted to talk to you about was very early on this morning, MSTZ identified a key level of support. If you look right here from yesterday, it held very well right around, 1030-ish, 1033, 1033, and it bounced off of this green level quite a few times, not only yesterday, but also in the pre-market session. So waking up this morning at 7 o'clock, I identified that, okay, this has been holding pretty strong at this 1030 support all pre-market. Now, it would have been great to buy in that area overnight or even at, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., but unfortunately we didn't. It would have been nice to buy around, $11. Nonetheless, it also identified early on a key resistance level at 1151. We noticed it peaked all the way up to 1151 during pre-market session, so we knew that that was a common resistance for MSTZ. Now, MSTZ, for all of you who don't know, is a 2 times inverse ETF. It's a 2-time leveraged inverse ETF for MSTR. So when MSTR sells off the way it did overnight and after hours, you can see that MSTZ pushes up. And Bitcoin did a great job by also selling off starting at 7 a.m., just a little bit before 7 a.m. right here, had a huge sell off. And then by 8 o'clock, we identified that there was a slight uptrend, but it has done a great job by selling off the majority of the entire day here. So great indication. It touched resistance right here on Bitcoin, and it was not able to push higher than that and got rejected off of that 200 moving average. And that's what gave us a little bit more of a, bearish sentiment and the trade idea to be able to short it. Also, QQQ pushed up from 602 all the way to 611 and could not make any new highs, and also began selling off in the pre-market session. When I noticed at 6:30, well, I got on the computer at 7. I noticed at 7 that this actually sold off pretty aggressively, and it actually rebounded for the pre-market, kind of held, but it didn't really hold that well. Sold back off below 600. We noticed it was struggling to stay above 602 for the majority of the day. Tried to find support here, so it wasn't a great indication that MSTZ would push up or MSTR would sell off. But during this pre-market session, that's a great indication that, hey, it might be a bearish style day. Now, it was a very choppy day. So if you weren't able to lock in profits, don't beat yourself up too bad, as it was a very choppy day. We did a great job by identifying, resistance levels. And so basically, I'll show you my chart settings right here. We basically just traded and scalped it very small today. We only locked in $20, so it wasn't a huge success today, but we bought the low, we sold the high, we bought the low, we sold the high, bought the low and sold the high. And we did that in a combination of like 4 to 5 small trades, and we were able to lock in a few bucks. Now, it would have been nicer to just simply have bought at 11.15 and sell at 11.80, but again, no one's a perfect trader. We would not have known this was going to push up to 11.80. That's 62 cents on 100 shares. That could have been $62 by simply holding this one move. But again, QQQ was very choppy today. Bitcoin was also very choppy this morning, as it would go above the moving average and then below the moving average and then above the moving average and then below the moving average on this 45 EMA. So very choppy day indeed. Again, I don't want you guys to beat yourself up too bad. There was a lot of resistance. It kind of flatlined, honestly, for the majority of the day. Never really broke and stayed above 1150. For a moment, it pushed up to 1160, 1168, and we actually locked in some profits right around 1165. But again, very choppy day. Bigger picture, this has pushed up from $9 on Wednesday to now $11.50 on Friday after a significant sell-off, right? Monday it was high of $13.45, sold off on Monday to $11, pushed up to $13, sold off, to about 1160, and then in the overnight hours on Tuesday leading into Wednesday, it sold all the way off to $9. So significant sell off from being in highs of $13. Now it's running up again, but nothing really new here. You know, MSTR has that kind of a horizontal style. We've been noticing that for quite some time. It used to trade within this range right here, which was between like 150 and 170 for quite some time before it sold off to 100. Now it's kind of trading within this range of around 120 to about 149, even less than that leading up to the other day, right? It was going between like 138 and 120. So it was kind of trading within this range for quite some time before it broke out to that high of 149. So, you know, smaller range, but nonetheless, it's still a horizontal pattern where you can short it as it pushes up and peaks, short those highs to lows, and then, of course, just recently from 149, shorting it down to 133 resulted in MSTZ pushing up from $9 to now what is 1150. So I don't have any open shares going through the weekend. I wanted to make sure that I start fresh on Monday. And another key point is, you know, last week we made $360 trading MSTZ, right? By shorting MSTR, by understanding highs and lows, which, you know, your support and your resistance levels. And then this week we were able to lock in $292 in 5 days. We had 5 green days, and we had to dig ourselves out of a hole on Wednesday. At one point, we were down $80, and we had to dig ourselves out of that, and we made 25 bucks that day. Today, we were down about $15, and on the live stream, I showcased you a scalping method to be able to dig yourself out of a small red day as well, resulting in $22 in profit. Nothing too crazy. But either way, it was a success. 5 green days, I will take it. And I want to showcase that to you as well. We have team members who are winning. And if you guys want to watch us trade live as soon as Monday morning, you just have to click the first link in the description below. As you can see here, we have a ton of new members that join. At one point, you know, we have 10 new members a day, between like 3 to 5 new members a day. So it's filling up very fast. We have about 200 spots left. You can not only see my wins, this was my $22 I locked in today, but you can see my trade ideas. When I'm buying, it's 8 o'clock, I'm buying, I'm selling. You can watch my live streams. You can also get updates. We made $87 yesterday, and so we're doing very well by keeping you all up to date as well in the Discord. Our Discord members, you know, this person made $233 this week, that which is amazing. He locked in $61 today, $75 yesterday. We have another team member here. He made $103 today, and he actually commented that he was up $296 in profit in 4 days, plus this 100. He just made $400 this week. He did better than I did. I locked in 292. This person locked in 233. We got another member that locked in $400. So I love to see you guys winning. And again, I forgot you guys can't see my screen here. Sorry about that, but right here, $296 in profit. You know, I made 51 there. I made 87 here. He made 171. This person locked in 103. This person locked in 61 yesterday, 75 or 75 yesterday, 61 today. There's the $22 I made today. This person made $233 this week. And again, here's my trade ideas section where I show you, when I'm buying more shares, when I'm selling my shares, what price point did I sell those shares to lock in profit on the day. I give you updates and a ton of great other information in the Discord, so you can consider joining by clicking the first link in the description below. It's 100% free, lifetime access for right now. My first 1,000 members will be able to get the paid Discord and live streams and Learn to Earn Academy library course moving forward. But you have to get in now, because if you get in after our 1,000 member mark, you will have to pay for this service. So get in now, lock in your spot. You can't go wrong. And we will see you all for this week's Sunday Stock Talk at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thank you for your time and have a great weekend.